right. It's Father's Day, guys. Happy Father's Day, guys, girls, whatever. Obviously no class tonight. But, it occurred to me to kind of have a little, really wanted to discuss whether you're selling a car or a warranty, the importance of not getting sold by the customer regarding their plans. And their plans may include, when selling the cars, oh, well, we want to look at 5 other places. We have a whole routine. We have all the plans laid out. Or else when they come in your finance office, they never do this. They never plan on doing it. They plan on researching. Whatever the point is whether the customer's trying to get out. First of all, the base plans are usually, they're not fun, okay? Everybody's got, and there's 2 sayings. 2 of them are my favorite. Obviously, the Mike Tyson one is the most favored one now. Everybody's got a plan to get punched in the face, but essentially John Lennon's take on it was, life is what happens to you while you're busy making plans. I think that's a little more accurate. I think it's a little more telling because, think about it, life is what happens to you while you're busy making plans. So essentially he's saying, hey, he's following along a stoicism line from Marcus Aurelius, a stoic line, which is the obstacle becomes the way. And it becomes the party of life. Not only is the alternative plan the way, it's also more fun, it's a better journey, and it's usually the best one. All right. Speaking of it being Father's Day, how many of you, fathers and mothers out there, have children that you didn't plan on having? I, for one, was not planned. I was a total accident. So, yeah, I guess that's a good thing, right? So, and I'm sure all of you out there would say, yeah, I couldn't even imagine my life any better without this unforeseen plan. So my point is when don't let that customer's plan, it's a tactic to get you to be mediocre. Maybe it is, maybe it's not, but that's the way I took it. So don't even pay attention to it. Go about your business and say to yourself, like, no, I'm going to be the plan. I'm going to be the life. I'm going to inject life into this customer. Because really, like I said, the alternative plan is the party of life. It is the part of life. It is life. Ask any great general, ask any great athlete, ask anybody that was ever great at anything. The alternative plan is usually the detour, the one you didn't expect to go down is usually, it becomes the way you wouldn't have it without. Just like we're talking about with kids that weren't planned, right? That's just one example. How many unforeseen plans are enjoyable and you have control over to make it the right decision? Especially when you have the right product, the right quality, it matches all the boxes. Don't get bogged down in their plans. You just have, if you've done your job and by making the alternative plan more attractive than the original plan, that's what you got to focus on. As soon as you hear plan, oh, we've got a plan, we've decided we're going to do this no matter what, those things that I hear all the time, it's all bullshit, guys. You haven't done a good enough job of making your alternative more attractive than the alternative that they're planning on going down, or else diminishing their plan that they haven't thought about. Like, think about, listen, I'm in the car business. Do you think I want to go to 10 different car dealerships? And I'm in the business. I would fucking rather do a million other fucking things with my fucking day than go to 10 dealerships looking for 7 to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, especially if it was a higher ticket item. I just want to go to one place, and if the guy's not being a scumbag, I want to deal with him. Okay, you're making money off me. Great. Well, okay, so I'm not going to do that at 5 other places. Some people are a little different. I don't know. But all you have to do is guide them through that, not get defensive. Understand that's their plan. It's your job. It's incumbent upon you to make your plan the way, the plan. Your plan has to be the plan, and the way to do that is to make your plan seem really not seem, really more attractive. When I'm talking about vehicle service contracts, I'll say it till I'm blue in the face. There's nobody in the world that doesn't want a warranty for a longer period of time. I don't even care if they plan on trading it in 2 years. That's, you know why? Because guess what? If they sell their car, trade it back in with 4 years of warranty left on it, what do they have more of? What do they have more of? Equity. The car's worth more. So please tell me that's another objection right there, guys. Oh, I only plan on keeping it for 2 years. Great. Well, when you add the service contract, you'll be able to sell it or trade it in for, I don't know, at least 10% more. Doesn't that sound attractive to you? And then, God forbid, your plans change. Well, now you have the coverage anyway. You know how many warranty? You know how many service contracts I've sold that way? Try it. It might not work, but the whole point is to keep the conversation going, and to keep the conversation going in a way that's diplomatic, not defensive. You're using emotional deposits. You're saying, okay, great questions. You know what, if I were you, I'd say the same thing. You know, most of my customers say the same thing. If I were in your shoes, I would be saying the same thing. All those things make the customer feel accepted. Or just a human being, quite honestly, because quite honestly, that's just normal train of thought. You're the expert, all right? And when it comes to, you know, getting people to buy into your plan, well, you're the finance officers, you're finance managers, officers. You guys are handling the banks. You guys are handling the official state paperwork. You want to look like a guy who got a mission. So you want to be shaven. You want to be in a suit and tie if you can. If it's, I mean, obviously when it's summer and 95 degrees out, I get it. But for the most part, you want to be as even better dressed than your general sales manager, because you want to look like the guy. Okay, I want to follow this guy's plan. This guy's got a plan. How are you going to make that seem attractive if you're, you know, if you got food stains all over your gut and you're walking around like a tub of shit? I wouldn't follow that plan. You don't even know you can't even fucking lose 10 pounds, you fat bag of shit, right? So, like, again, and I'm not insulting anybody, but listen, if you guys know that you're overweight, you guys know you look, I mean, I'm not, you know, hey, listen, if that works for you, that works for you. I mean, there's plenty of people that are, but you still have to, you're in this position to be a responsible party. So however that looks to you, whatever the best version of your best self is in that position, people got to trust you to make the decision. All right, and they got to trust that your word is as valuable as the service contract that you're selling, because that's all a service contract is somebody's word. I mean, in writing, obviously, but so I did want to really hit on that, because I see a lot of, we go right into the ridiculous closes of if I could, would you, or oh, even if I did this, then you wouldn't, which is a stupid way to go about that anyway. You're leading them right to a no. Even if I did this, you still wouldn't. I hate when people say that. It's like you know, fingers going down the chalkboard when I hear, even if I did this, you still wouldn't. I mean, if you're going to do that, you do it from the opposite angle. But if I did this, then you'd have to do it, right? So you lead positively, not negatively, because of course, I wouldn't do it. But if you say the same thing in the opposite way, well, if I did this, then you would have to do it, right? Now you're putting the right kind of lead into what you're trying to sell, and that the fact is, having a 6-year service contract is better than having the 3 that the manufacturer gives you, or no warranty when you're buying a used car. So again, I challenge anybody to come to me and say not everybody wants a warranty. Everybody does. You have to figure out how to get them to see that they should pay for it, and that it's in their best interest to pay for it. I genuinely believe it, and if I didn't genuinely believe it, I wouldn't be starting this channel. I wouldn't be doing this stuff. I would just think, oh yeah, they're all bullshit, but it's not bullshit. Nobody wants to worry about it. So more on that, you know, in lessons to come, but you just have to think of all the professionals. I mean, I'm a hockey player, and you look at Wayne Gretzky, all right? Everybody wants to talk about Wayne Gretzky, like you talk about Michael Jordan, but statistically, and he's not a big stat guy, neither am I. I mean, macro I am, but not these, you know, not these typical people that just hide behind their computers and look at stats all day. You know, I've had bosses like that, no talent. Anyway, Wayne Gretzky had more than double the assists that he had goals. Now, guys, anybody knows anybody who plays hockey, everybody wants to be the goal scorer. Everybody wants to score a hat trick, 5 goals, 6 goals. So that means that Wayne Gretzky, being the top scorer of all time, goal scorer of all time, decided more than double the time that it was a better plan to have an assist. So again, you could use these examples too. Like, if somebody's a football player, the best audible caller at the line was Peyton Manning. I mean, I really think he was. I mean, I'm not a Colts fan by any stretch of the means, but I just thought it was always impressive how we would read a defense and say, no, I have to go about this a different way. I'm calling an audible. Again, audibles, different plans, mixing it up, finding the detours. That is the party. Become the party. This should be fun. It is fun. Have fun with these people. Make it easy. Make it laughable. Have a nice, endearing personality. Warm, genuine. Don't be fake. Don't be full of shit. And, listen, you gotta know your audience. But you should, if you're struggling with continuing the conversation and that's all it is, guys. Because the whole time you're going up. It might not seem like you're making effort, like, oh, this isn't getting done, they're still saying no, but that whole time, they're getting closer and closer to the yes. The whole time. It's just not above, the glacier's not above water. This is part of Jordan Belfort's training, which I found very valuable when I did it. It's called the water line. So you can't see all the progress underneath the water, but don't give up. And the way to do that is be endearing and believe in yourself, believe in what your purpose is, which is either selling the car or selling the warranty. If your product fits their needs, then listen, I'll be the first one to tell you. When I have a car here at my lot that isn't the best one for them, then I just say, you know what, maybe the car's not for you. And I don't say it sarcastically or nothing. I just say, hey, maybe it's not for you. Maybe it's the wrong car. You know what I mean? It's fine. It's no big deal. I'm good. You're good. Fine. Better, believe me, but it's better for me. So I wanted to leave you with that thought about plans, okay? And let me know what your thoughts are. Comment below, comment in the community, comment wherever you would like. Speaking of different plans, next week I'm planning on, and I wanted to see what your guys' thoughts were, to doing a meeting Saturday mornings, maybe about 9:30, 9:45, because guess what? You know who nobody pays attention to is the F&I managers. Well, meanwhile, that's your biggest day. You guys need to have a big-ass, nice pump-up meeting. So I was wondering if you guys would think a nice 15-minute, hey, man, what's this objection? Man, we'll run them through, man. I'll prep you for that day. You'll be more prepped than anybody else. You'll be able to kill it on a Saturday, your busiest day of the week. 15-minute meeting after all the managers' meetings are done, and we're talking about keys and numbers and phone calls and all that other shit that the GSMs talk about when they bore the shit out of you. So that's what I'm thinking. Let me know, comment, give me a call, shoot me a text for those of you who have my number or my Facebook Messenger. All right? Have a good week. Happy Father's Day, ladies and gentlemen. Take care.